Tov, everybody, and welcome to Havdalah Happy Hour here on the Beth Podcast Network. We're broadcasting live also on the congregation's YouTube channel. I'm Beth.
I'm Jill.
Emily.
Jeremy.
How's everybody doing today? Shavua
Hi.
Tov.
Shavua Tov.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Gearing up for a busy time.
No, I don't want to talk about it. It's giving me such anxiety.
Tell me why. Let's talk
You know
through
why.
this.
All the reasons why. It's just so much work.
Is it the cleaning, the cooking?
It is
cooking
also
doesn't bother me.
it is also a 3-day yontif, which is challenging.
Yes.
It's very
a little
challenging.
tough.
To figure out when the cooking's going to happen.
Right. I know.
Yeah. I would like to not have this anxiety.
Well,
I think everybody has it. But, I think everybody has it. And the reason I know this is because Exploring Judaism, the digital home for conservative Judaism online, has released a series of Passover prep sheets and guidelines, but always with the tagline, feeling stressed? Let us do the heavy lifting for you. And it's like, yes, this is exactly what I needed. And they're actually great. They're great guidelines, super helpful in terms of Pesach prep. I'm grateful to Exploring Judaism for many, many things. But usually around holiday time, they come up with a lot of cool things. They came out with these adorable Sphera counters this year that I bought several of, that I'm excited for. So I appreciate all of the work that they do to help lessen my stress level for this holiday and make me feel a little better about it.
So I'm having a very different kind of holiday prep because it always used to be very, very stressful for me to find all the things that we wanted. Now, not so much, more the opposite.
Do you feel overwhelmed?
A little bit,
because you want to buy everything.
Yep. On my day off the other day, my husband and I went to every store and went and bought things. We were buying all the things that we need for our home Seder, but I was also buying things for the religious school chocolate Seder, which is tomorrow. So I had a lot of things.
Your office looked very delicious tonight.
It's going to be amazing tomorrow. I can't wait.
If one of your tubs of marshmallow fluff disappeared, it was me. I took it. Sorry, not sorry.
Oh, those poor kindergartners are just not going to have their chocolate chip haroset because Ben ate all of the marshmallow fluff.
Not going to work on me.
Well, if you just come tomorrow morning to the Seder and you can get a couple scoops.
I will not go to a chocolate Seder.
It's going to be so fun. The kids are already very excited.
I'm sure they are, and it looks so cute, by the way.
If you leave
So
your door
cute.
open, Elijah might not be the only one that comes in. So be careful.
There are a lot of boxes of Yoo-Hoo so the kids can take their 4 sips of chocolate milk.
So much. It's such a nostalgic thing for me.
Totally.
reminds
In a
me of my
glass
childhood.
bottle,
Glass
though.
bottle Yoo-Hoo.
Oh, yeah, I didn't buy the glass bottles.
No.
The paper boxes.
Yoo-Hoo.
Yum, delicious. But I like it ice cold.
Yeah.
That's how I like it.
Yeah, sure. It's funny this time of year, all the different iterations of Seders that pop up.
It's
the
true.
chocolate Seder is a fun one.
There's women's Seders.
Women's Seder,
LGBTQ one,
Seders are
interfaith.
popular, which
Yep.
could be problematic. I saw something online the other day, and it was basically saying stop appropriating our Seders because Pesach and the Seder is sacred. It's not a performative thing for you, right? For other people.
Mhm.
It's oh, it's so good. This I find particular in Protestant communities. It's we have to have a Passover Seder because that was Jesus's last. First of all, there's some historical evidence to maybe say that it wasn't, in fact, a Pesach Seder, the Last Supper. There's, some interesting things about that too. But the Seder is a sacred ritual in Judaism, and it's not a piece of performance art that people can just tag along. You know what I mean?
I hear that.
It's one thing to have a Jewishly ritualistic Seder and
Invite
people.
Yeah.
I know you and I, and the reason for me that it resonates a little bit deeper, when I was a little girl, my grandparents lived in a very non-Jewish area. So it's called Granite, Maryland, which is towards Howard County. It's Woodstock Granite.
We call that Alla Dredden.
Yes. But it was a really cool place. My grandparents were somewhat hippie-ish, and my grandfather bought a plot of land in 1970 and basically built a house in the country with his own hands. He built this house, and they were the only Jewish people in the entire community. My grandfather happened to have a beautiful voice. So he got recruited to sing in the local church choir, and he wound up being really the leader of the church choir. Just like, I'm sure that like in synagogue, some organists are not Jewish, like whatever. And he would invite a lot of the choir people to our Seder when I was younger. And it was totally a Jewish Seder. And there was nothing about it that was reminiscent of, first supper or have it. And so I was always raised going to a Seder with a very diverse crew.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Granite Presbyterian Church Choir from 1982.
It's just, that I think is a little different than like churches hosting
Yes,
their own Seders, which I
totally
find
agree.
offensive.
It was hosted in a Jewish home by Jewish
Well,
people with
like
all Jewish rituals.
Right. It's different. It gives me like the heebie-jeebies.
And like
just
my
because-
grandmother wouldn't let anyone bring, like they couldn't bring.
Right. And in particular because Passover was a time of great fear for the Jewish people in many communities, blood libel stuff coming out. And it was a time for anti-Semitism in Europe and a time for pogroms. And it's, those are sad reminders of, a time where anti-Semitism was, in such a strong force. And it's scary because it's very reminiscent of today. Like a lot of the stuff that's coming out today.
Just the other day, I think it was on Thursday morning, I saw on the news anti-Semitic flyers were scattered around a neighborhood in Howard County in Fulton.
Oh God.
And the people that they were interviewing, one of the women said, "This is a very diverse neighborhood. There's no issues with the diversity, and we don't." It was like shocking to them.
Yeah,
not shocking to the Jews in the neighborhood, probably.
Deeply troubling, and I just, I think I can't help but think about, our ancestors, in Europe, facing a lot of the same, scary things going on, And I can't even say nonviolent anymore because, a lot of these protests and things get violent. And it's just such a weird time to be alive.
It is.
So how's that helping with your Passover preparation, Ben?
What do we call this in Judaism? It's generational trauma and existential dread.
Yep.
Yeah. About like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anywho, it's baseball season. Yay.
That's
so
true.
I'm happy.
How are the sports, Jill?
The sports are mediocre so far. I did go to home opener. We won. It was great. And then we lost the next game. So, I think we're ironing out some.
What's your prediction for the season?
My goal or my prediction?
Your prediction, not the goal.
My goal is for us to win 92 games.
Out of how many?
Going to,
162.
To playoffs?
That's a lot of games.
I think we can probably get a wild card spot.
All right. Let's remember this now. Somebody write it down so that when it comes time, we can remind ourselves.
Right.
How Jill's prediction was.
Our hitting has been a little inconsistent. So some games we hit, have 10 hits, and last night we didn't score a run.
Didn't we take predictions for something else last
a TV
year?
show. It was the end of a TV show.
Yes.
Curb. That's
Curb
what
Your
it was.
Enthusiasm.
Yeah. And you were right about that.
I was.
Yeah.
Let's hope we make the playoffs. Let's hope I'm right about that too.
Right. Well, if you are, then I'm going to become suspicious, Jill.
Right, exactly. Time machine.
You know how I feel about witchcraft.
I know. So what else? Everyone else have a good week?
Yeah, it's Pesach. Like you can't avoid it.
The weather was kind of dreary some days and then hot some days and cold other days last week.
This week has been strange.
We're going to talk about it one day. I sent you that funny video about the people
Yeah, you
protesting the weather
did.
station. I saw
That was funny.
video.
I
It was
saw that.
hilarious. The people protesting a weather
I
station.
didn't see that.
I'll send it to
So
you.
Okay.
great.
It was pretty good because what I always say, that this is like the one job you can have and not
Right.
accountability. Now I'm sure I'm being not fair, and hopefully the weatherman, when he comes, will hopefully be able to answer many of my questions.
We
Yes.
have a whole list of questions for him.
Big long list.
Big
So-
long list.
This past week was April Fool's Day, which has never really been a big thing for
Me
me. I
neither.
actually really don't like
Because
when
it is
people
pagan and it's
lie
origin.
and whatever. But one of my children just prepared for this and asked us to purchase many sheets of sticky googly eyes.
My favorite.
I have some in my office.
So
love
that
googly
when
eyes.
we all came out in the morning, everything was covered with googly eyes.
That's pretty
including
funny. That's a good one, though.
multiple bottles of condiments and peanut butter and shampoo bottles and
That's adorable.
on light switches. They were everywhere.
I mean, and it's funny because I
fantastic.
know all of your children, and I'm having a hard time figuring out which one
No, I know which one it was.
did that.
It was my oldest.
Yeah,
Really?
Yes, it was. She actually was very.
That's adorable.
She planned in advance for this, so.
Love
was
everything
great.
about that. That's a cute prank. That's not like a lie.
No, that I don't like those.
I don't like that.
When
I'm
people
pregnant.
post
That's
things
horrible.
on Facebook.
It's
and-
horrible
I've
to
seen
people who are
many a
going through.
relationship ended by such a prank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when
Okay.
I was younger in my previous job, I used to put googly eyes on many historical artifacts.
I did. I put googly eyes on a mug in your office once, and it was.
We put googly eyes on something recently.
We
can't
did.
say,
We
don't
can't
say it. Don't
we
say
cannot say it,
it.
but
But
I
I'm
was-
going to put them back.
I was
I thought they're still there.
devastated when they
No,
were.
I
No,
was-
they're gone.
I was ordered to remove them, but here's the funny thing: if I
I
didn't
by
tell anyone,
rabbi.
no, he didn't even know. But
I
if-
think it looked better with them.
I
I
think so
agree.
too. And if I hadn't said anything to anybody, nobody would have noticed.
That was your
is
mistake.
The thing. Well, it wasn't my mistake; it was somebody else's mistake.
Not me, right?
No, it wasn't. You.
Oh, I know who it is.
But I'm gonna put them back.
It was
because
it was
I
the
think
best.
issue is now resolved, so I can put them back now,
Huh.
and I will enjoy.
It was amazing, and it did look better with the googly
I think
eyes.
so too.
Well,
so
The best places in the house that have googly eyes now are where there's like a face. Like
A picture of some.
one of my children has a hairbrush that has a picture of the Little Mermaid, and the Little Mermaid now has googly eyes
Yes.
on the
As she,
hairbrush.
as she
Favorite.
should.
That's
I
great.
done that
Absolutely.
with the picture. They know that creepy picture of Moses in my office.
Yep.
Oh
I
yeah,
put googly eyes on that.
So
once
good. It's
before.
great.
It's
it's great. It is. It's fun. It's fun.
One of my favorite things. Such a fun activity. And yeah, unharmful.
Yeah.
and that's
Jeremy is pointing at the yellow button, which I think it means it's time for Shonda of the week.
oh my goodness. I usually think about this in advance, and I didn't.
I actually one just popped into my head because it's impacted my morning commute to work.
Oh, go ahead, Jill.
So
I love traffic-related Shondas.
and it's adding on to a previous Shonda of Green Tree Road.
Terrible.
So when I come to work often, I live in Owings Mills, Ben, very far away in another land.
Don't applaud for that. Don't encourage her.
And I take back roads. I go down Garrison Forest and then turn on Crondall and make a left on Green Tree Road.
That adds like probably a significant amount of time.
Well,
to your
now
commute.
that Green Tree Road is closed, it does. So I have to go a whole different way. And this morning, the Beltway was backed up. So I had to go Reisterstown Road, and then that was backed up. So if they could just put a bow on Green Tree Road and finish it up, I'd be very happy.
People have complained through the
it's been
local-
a long time.
It's been a
county
very long
people,
time.
through people in the state.
Like, what are
and
they? And they're not even making it better. It's like underground stuff.
So apparently it's underground pipe work, and the pipe work's not going to be done till probably the end of this year or in the next year. But the issue is they won't even pave Hooks Lane or any of the other roads, because once the work is done, they may have to dig back down to check the pipe or run tests or do something. So it is my understanding that the reason they won't even pave the areas where they've already done the work is because they're afraid that they might have to go back in, so they don't want to have to pave the road twice.
I might as well just stick with Reisterstown Road for the end of all time.
Something about this seems corrupt to me. I don't know what it is, but something about it seems corrupt.
Okay, so I have a traffic-related one, but it's actually a little bit further away from here than even Owings Mills.
Yeah. Can you imagine, Ben?
No, I cannot. Outside of Pikesville, forget it. Doesn't exist.
So somehow I'm still on the list to receive alerts from Tucson, Arizona. Maybe it's because I still have a Tucson area code on my phone, or I have no idea. But I received many alerts the other day by text, by phone, and by email.
Oh,
And I'm like, okay,
trifecta.
something's going on. A school bus got knocked over in the middle of the highway,
Oh,
stopping
no.
highway traffic in both directions for hours.
Kids
and
on it?
high school kids were injured.
Were they okay?
I don't think anybody died, but there were definitely injuries on the bus, and
That's crazy.
just awful. I've never
Wow,
heard of a
that's
school
upsetting.
bus falling over like that.
I think I
So-
feel like I have seen something like that, but you know,
I've seen some
Have you?
not great
Just awful.
school bus stuff.
yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Shonda.
I don't like hurt kids.
No.
My Shonda will go back to the grocery store
Okay.
for this one. 20 items or less.
Oh.
That's
Aisle?
right.
Is it 20 now? It used to be, 10?
No, the self-checkouts in some grocery stores, 20 items or less.
All right, that's reasonable.
People should abide by that.
Yes, they should.
Because
Correct.
there are other people. 21, 22 items, all right, whatever. But 50, no.
No.
Take your
Nope.
oversized shopping cart over to the lane where there's a checker. That's mine.
Yeah.
Mine is not traffic related today. It is jalapeno bagels.
Yeah.
I thought it was a sun-dried tomato one, and I was tricked, and I was very upset.
But the
because-
jalapeno with jelly.
No, not
Okay.
doing it for me.
All right.
No, and I think that it is a Shonda that it exists.
Disappointed.
It
The
should be
sweet doesn't
eliminated.
weigh out the spicy of the bagel with the jelly.
I'm a
No.
plain or everything bagel girl. That's it.
I don't mind like an onion bagel. A plain bagel obviously is fine, but jalapeno bagels shouldn't exist.
I actually like them. They do really good
But
pizza
you're from
bagels.
Mexico, it's fine. It's different.
Give me a nice, warm, toasted egg bagel.
Ben
and I'm
Suffle
happy.
likes
It's
egg
fine.
bagels, and
Like an egg
David.
bagel is
Ben and David
fine.
like egg bagels.
I don't like to toast a bagel though. In general.
Oh, I do.
I don't.
Sometimes it depends. Whatever the mood strikes.
David and I are going to eat bagels tonight.
Sure.
Well, I think that's gonna wrap.
Wait,
us
Jeremy,
up.
what's your Shonda?
No, he said.
He said
Grocery store.
Oh, grocery
20
store. My bad.
Hi.
Mm.
Jill.
Hi.
All right, on that note.
It's a late
yeah,
night.
I'm
that's
tired.
enough.
Right.
Late night.
Later.
Wishing everybody much luck and success in your Pesach prep, and wishing you all a Chag Sameach. It should be a wonderful holiday for you all. Although we might be back next week. I don't remember. What is time?
What
We'll
is
be, we
time?
still have a whole nother
Oh,
week
we got a
until
whole nother
Passover.
Right.
week. That's
Right.
What?
We're like, yeah.
All right, never mind. I take it back. Have a great week, everybody. Shavua Tov.
Shavua Tov.